I'm with Emily Holle. We're at MS International. She heads design and trends. Emily, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay, I'm very impressed with this operation. First time I've been here. Showroom is beautiful. And we're looking out at the warehouse, which is to your left, and everything under the sun must be in there.
Yes. We've been working hard on our showrooms too. I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah. Design trends in ceramic. I guess with the advent of digital printing, everything must have been changed overnight.
Well, it really has, which is really interesting in making products become these amazing designs that we never thought were achievable. So it's been a great introduction of technology.
So consumers, that's changed the way consumers look at ceramic, would you say?
I would say so. It's just opening the doors to looks that they really maybe could only have in natural stone. And now the realistic looks that they're getting that can be printed on these porcelain tiles, you virtually can't tell the difference when you put them side by side. So it's definitely opened up the doors to some new looks for people.
Now, back 30 years ago or so, people were enamored with carpet because I guess carpet at that point, if you had it in your house, it was woven and it was really expensive. So with the advent of the tufting machine, it was something that people could buy at a reasonable cost. That has come and gone, and we've been seeing carpet lose share pretty regularly, and that's still taking place. Where does ceramic fit, you think, in terms of consumer likes and dislikes? How much has that changed, would you say?
Well, I think people are becoming more open to their surfaces changing as far as hard versus soft. You know, the mindset used to be, a family room should be carpet, or all the bedrooms should be carpet, and, living spaces. They'd probably put a hardwood or maybe a tile in their kitchen or probably a bathroom. But really, with the looks that are available now in tile, they've definitely become more accepting of these hard surfaces going in a lot of spaces. And I also think it's been interesting to see, the area rugs now are becoming more popular because of these, hard surface trends that are happening throughout most of the home. Most rooms, sunrooms, basements. Just the durability is kind of unmatchable.
People and their likes and dislikes on ceramics. What are the hot properties at this point in time?
Well, there's a few things going on that we're seeing with tile that are really changing pretty quickly. Size is a big one. For us, square was the size to have forever, and we have finally seen rectangular sizes really jump up in popularity. For us, the 12 by 24 size is a really nice size for people. But we're really seeing even larger format tiles come into play. So one size that we're seeing a lot of good growth in is the 16 by 32. Large format has a lot of buzz in the industry, and so we've been really careful to introduce a size that is approachable for people and still they feel comfortable with. When you hold a 16 by 32, it still feels pretty big, but it's not as jumbo as some of the sizes we're seeing coming out of Europe, like a 36 by 36 or 36 by 48. So large format's a big one that we're seeing kind of increase, but again, smartly doing it.
And for residential use, that's what people want, the bigger format tiles.
Well, yeah, I mean, less grout lines is always a plus, right? So that's a good thing. And with these porcelain tiles, the majority of them can be butt jointed, so they're right next to each other. So that also eliminates grout, which is sometimes the, negative that people will say about tile.
I guess that's the thing that homeowners, don't feel necessarily very positive about.
Sure. And this is offering, less grout lines, and again, getting those tight joints, it's really virtually not there.
How about color? I suppose that changes with, I won't say every season, but almost every season. What's the hot property now?
Well, it's fun for me to watch color. I really, I look a lot at home interiors. I watch a lot of paint companies, textile companies to just see, what are they putting out there? I saw Benjamin Moore just put out that super white is their color of the year. So Color, you know, in fashion and home interiors definitely is an up and down and changes a lot, but we have really seen a big shift in the last couple years. Natural stone and tile and all beige, like the color beige, all shades of creams and beiges have been the only thing available in tile. And really in the last year or two, we've really seen a nice shift into gray tones. So it's been a breath of fresh air into the tile, you know, community to see some other colorways. You know, when I say gray, it's anything from like graphites to charcoal type grays, but it's edging up into those warmer grays is where we're seeing the bulk of our sales. So anything that's kind of got that gray and beige kind of blend, that really beautiful, soft, kind of putty, warm gray is really popular. And it's also popular in paint colors. You can see it reflected there too.
Because ceramic is a permanent or awfully close to permanent, I guess that makes people a lot less adventuresome, doesn't it?
Sure, and I think what you have to really look at is you can make some statements, let's say, with an installation. You know, you could turn it on a herringbone, you can make a herringbone installation, do a pattern, you can do some things like that. But your floors, they should be pretty neutral, right? They should be a base that you kind of build on.
Yeah.
And so you're right, we're not seeing dramatic colors happen in floor tiles, but where you can really get pretty adventurous with tile is when you move into the wall tile with like mosaics. So that's a place where we're seeing people really start to try new things, new colors, new materials, new shapes and sizes. And so for us, playing in both worlds, you know, we always think about that floor tile, but what are they going to layer on their backsplash, or say that shower detail in the shower to make the space unique from their neighbor? So that's where they're playing up the color.
Are Americans thinking about wall tile more now than they did, say, 10, 15 years ago?
I do think so. It's really funny. We have a lot of conversation about how everyone had to have this floor wall combination, and I don't think people think that way anymore, kind of like they did for apartments. You have to have a floor wall matching material. We're seeing people take their floors and pick a unique wall tile to go with them. You know, to answer your question, yes. You know, really, one of the biggest trends we're seeing is like in the bathroom, instead of doing beadboard, like a beadboard wooden, like board and batten surround, people are putting subway tiles around, even 12 by 24 surrounding it and capping it with a really nice rail molding. So these wall tile applications are indestructible. I mean, you can, you know, virtually scrub them down, or, you know, if you have an active family with children, it really offers a solution that, like, you know, floor tile, the wall tile is pretty indestructible when it comes to care. So yes, they are.